You know the face. That smug, side-eyeing, slightly too pleased with itself grin. It launched thousands of Doge memes, became the face of a cryptocurrency, and captured the entire internet's complicated mood. It's the Shiba Inu. We see them as modern internet celebrities. We laugh at the dramatic, high-pitched Shiba screams. We nod in recognition at the videos of them planting their feet, refusing to move, doing the nope walk. We call them cat dogs, drama queens, and stubborn. But what if I told you that all of this, the attitude, the stubbornness, the scream, and even that smile, isn't a modern quirk? What if it's an echo? Welcome back to Happy Tales Unmasked. Today, we're not just looking at a breed, we're looking at a relic, because beneath that fluffy, fox-like coat isn't just a dog, it's a 30,000-year-old survivalist. We're about to unmask the Shiba Inu, and the truth is wilder, older, and far more wolf-like than you've ever been led to believe. Chapter 1: The Wolf in a Hoodie. To understand the Shiba, you have to throw out everything you think you know about dogs. Most of the breeds we love today, golden retrievers, labradors, poodles, are modern creations bred in the last few hundred years for specific jobs. But the Shiba isn't modern. It's ancient. Geneticist Heidi Parker, in a landmark study, used a program called Structure to cluster dog breeds based on their DNA. The very first group, Cluster 1, contained the dogs thought to be older lineages, and in that cluster, right alongside the gray wolf, was the Shiba Inu. The Shiba is a basal breed, meaning its DNA is a closer snapshot of the very first dogs. They are, genetically, a more primitive design. And this isn't just trivia, it defines their entire personality. Japanese SNP studies confirmed this genetic blueprint. They found Shibas scored incredibly high in traits like defense, alertness, and possessiveness. Where did they score low? Friendliness and obedience. For comparison, Labradors were the exact opposite. High in friendliness, low in aggression. Labs are the good boys. Shibas are the don't tell me what to do boys. This isn't bad training, it's thousands of years of wolf-like genetics telling them to be independent, wary, and the boss of their own lives. Chapter 2: The Cat-Dog Paradox. This ancient wolf DNA creates the ultimate contradiction. A dog that often acts like a cat. While other dogs roll in mud, the Shiba will meticulously avoid a puddle on the sidewalk. They are famous for being obsessively clean, grooming themselves for hours. In fact, the only category where Shibas slightly beat labs in those studies was toilet training. Even a rebel likes to keep things spotless. But the real wolf instinct that baffles new owners is the stubbornness. Ask any Shiba owner. This is a dog with a PhD in doing the exact opposite of what you want. You pull the leash, they plant their feet. You call their name, they give you a look that says, "You move, peasant." Here's the secret. This isn't stubbornness, this is evaluation. A golden retriever bred for companionship asks, "What do you want me to do?" A Shiba Inu, an ancient hunter, asks, "Do I respect you enough to do it?" They weren't bred to please. They were bred by early Japanese settlers to be independent hunters in dense mountainous terrain. They needed to flush birds and hunt small game like rabbits, and sometimes even animals as large as wild boar. You can't be a timid, obedient people pleaser and face down a wild boar. That iron will is a leftover survival trait. They aren't obeying you, they're deciding if you're a partner worth following. Chapter 3: Prehistoric Technology. In the Ice Age, there were no maps, no satellites, no rifles. All humans had were firelight, bone spears, and the ancestor of the Shiba Inu. No, it wasn't a pet, it was prehistoric technology. Because out on the ice, one wrong command meant everyone died. This is why even today, a Shiba will, you pull the leash, it stops. Before acting, it asks, will your decision keep us alive or get us killed? It's not talking back, it's confirming whether you are worth following. A Shiba is not a pet. It's humanity's earliest plug-in module. A biological coprocessor built to hunt with you, judge with you, and survive with you. And today, when it looks at you with that small, knowing smile, that is not just cute. That is a hunter from 30,000 years ago saying, I'm still here. Chapter 4. The Shiba Inu, Emotional Hacker. You think your Shiba is smiling because it's happy? That is emotional manipulation software, polished for 30,000 years. Back in the Ice Age, when two predators approached each other by firelight, showing teeth meant violence. But a relaxed, open-mouth expression meant, calm down, I'm not here to bite, we're good. Humans survived by learning to trust that signal. So our brains evolved a shortcut. Shiba smile, hearts melt. Logic shuts down. Instant obedience. This is not cute. This is neurobiological backdoor access, which is why your Shiba knows exactly when to use it. You're mad because they ignored your command? Smile. Patch applied. Shibas aren't disobedient. They're just running a superior social engineering algorithm. They don't need to follow your rules because they're already controlling the reward system in your brain. You didn't adopt a dog, you downloaded a charismatic psychological hacker with fur. Chapter 5. The smile that hacked our DNA. Remember the viral photo of a Shiba stuck in a bush, just smiling, head wedged, perfectly happy, just vibing? That image melted the internet for a reason. Scientists believe that relaxed open mouth triggers something ancient in us. As the Ice Age alliance formed, a snarl meant death, but a relaxed, panting smile was a social signal. I'm not here to bite you. It meant peace. We co-evolved. Our DNA learned to read their signals and theirs ours. That Shiba grin feels so familiar because deep in our genetic code, we remember the first wolf who smiled back across the campfire. Conclusion: the relic and the meme. So when you laugh at a Shiba meme, you're not just laughing at a silly dog. You're seeing the echo of a 33,000-year-old partnership. When a Shiba screams, you're hearing the drama of a creature with ancient, oversized emotions. When it refuses to walk, you're seeing the iron will of a hunter that partnered with, but never served humanity. And when it smiles, you're seeing the genetic memory of an alliance forged in ice and fire. The Shiba Inu reminds us that civilization didn't start with tools or cities. It started with trust. The trust between two predators who decided they were better off together. So next time your Shiba gives you that smug grin, remember, that's not sass. That's ancestral confidence. The smile of a creature that ruled the ice. If you love this kind of deep dive, where prehistoric dogs meet modern memes, do us a favor, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe for more. And let us know in the comments, what does your dog's ancient DNA make them do? We want to hear all the weird, wonderful, and wolf-like stories out there. Thanks for watching Happy Tales Unmasked.